Elon Musk is either trying to back out of buying Twitter, which would cost him $1 billion penalty fee unless potentially he could prove that they committed fraud by misrepresenting the number of fake bot accounts, or he's trying to grind them down for a cheaper price because right now his takeover is on hold, he says, until they could prove the actual number of fake accounts on the platform. They're claiming it's only 5%, but if you look at major accounts like the New York Times, which supposedly has over 53 million followers, they usually only get a few dozen engagements, comments, likes, and retweets. Or look at Time Magazine's account, which has over 19 million supposed followers, and I'm not kidding you, averages about 1 comment per post, which I guess is better than Slate, another online liberal waste of cyberspace, which supposedly has 1.7 million Twitter followers and averages 0 replies to their tweets. Not to mention this new analysis, which says that half of Joe Biden's followers are fake.
Said another way, the number of real, unique humans that you see making comments on a daily basis on Twitter is above 95%. That is what they're claiming. Does anyone have that experience?
I mean,
really? Listen, there's a bridge I'd like to sell you, you know.
And if you thought Elon was upset about all the fake Twitter accounts, just imagine how he feels now after having seen Project Veritas' latest investigation into the company.
Twitter does not believe in free speech.
what do you
Elon
mean?
believing in free speech. Capitalists, like, we weren't really operating like capitalist mode. We were very socialist. Like, we're all like communist.
Ideologically, it does not make sense, like, because we're actually censoring the right, not the left. Because everyone on the right wing will be like, bro, it's okay to say, you just gotta tolerate it. The left will be like, no, I'm not gonna tolerate it. I need it censored, or else I'm not gonna be on the platform. So it does serve the right. It's true, there is a bias.
Elon saw the videos, he tweeted about it, and Asperger's was trending on Twitter last night because this idiot was making fun of Elon for having it. So enjoy unemployment, moron. It gets even better though, because on his little date there, he told the Project Veritas operative that Twitter had just sent out a company-wide email warning employees that Project Veritas was trying to honeypot them on the dating apps.
People are starting to leak now? Like, what?
Unfortunately, it would be like you recording me right now and going and giving it to, like, the New York Times and, like, here, I just had dinner with the Twitter representative. Here's what he had to say. I just had a whole thing look at. You see where it's from?
Corporate security.
Targeting of tweets.
Wait.
You can read it.
Let me see. And how to protect yourself. Groups like Project Veritas are active right now. Is that?
It's like some group that's trying to just out the employees. Like they're trying to go on dates with them like this and record them and then go sell it to the New York Times and say this is what the Twitter employee just said. Like, this is what's really happening. This is what they're telling us to not do. You're lucky that you met me organically, because I would be questioning everything about you.
You know, the social media news, I got fact-checked again on Facebook for my Man on the Street video where I told people that Planned Parenthood was opening abortion clinics inside a Walmart. That was just a spur-of-the-moment idea at the end of another shoot, so I didn't have enough time to interview enough people to see how many would actually fall for it, but I posted it anyway because that one chick was a total psycho, and I just wanted to show her because she represents a large segment of the lunatic liberals out there. But thankfully, the all-knowing fact-checkers put a notice on the Facebook post that Walmart has not announced a plan to offer abortion services. And this third-party trusted fact-checker says in their article that they actually reached out to Walmart to ask them. They're the same fact-checkers that Candace Owens sued for issuing obviously bogus fact-checks on her page, which actually penalize your page every time they do. So I've been following that lawsuit. I'm not sure what's happening with that, but I don't have the resources to do that. I'm not a superstar like Candace Owens. The only thing that I can do really is just mock them for fact-checking a joke. And speaking of disinformation, here's the Ministry of Truth leader, Nina Jankowicz. Don't worry, I'm not going to play the clip of her singing. I wouldn't do that to you.
There's already this idea, this allegation that there is anti-conservative bias on the platforms, even though there has been study after study proving, in fact, that often it's liberal voices that are being silenced, particularly minority voices on social media.
It's not conservatives getting censored. We got it all wrong, guys. It's black people. By the way, she used to live and work in Ukraine. I'm not kidding. Is there anybody in the Biden administration who isn't on the take from that hotbed of corruption? But sadly, more censorship is on the way after that deranged lunatic went and shut up that grocery store in Buffalo, New York last week. Despite being given a mental evaluation after threatening a school shooting 1 year earlier, he was still allowed to go and buy a gun for some reason. And now conservatives probably can't post on social media what Democrats have been saying for years about voting patterns and demographic changes. Otherwise, they're going to be accused of spreading a dangerous white supremacist conspiracy theory. So I guess instead of just quoting them or talking about it, I'll just have to play the clips of them saying it out of their own mouths.
In a few years, we're going to be a majority brown country. White people will not be the majority in the country anymore.
This will be the first generation ever in American history in which whites will be a minority of the generation at some point.
As of 2007, every year, babies being born in this country, whites now are the minority.
As the demographics change, as white people become the minority in the country, which is coming.
Demographics is destiny. Demographics is destiny.
Demographics is destiny, right? The country is changing.
I've been saying it here. Other people have been saying it here for years now, even before Donald Trump. The demographics is destiny.
The white population is declining for the first time in history in America, while the number of multiracial Americans have more than doubled.
So we live in a country where the demographics are changing. It's becoming less white.
Correct.
Okay.
You'll be announcing that we're calling the 38 electoral votes of Texas for the Democratic nominee for president. It's changing. It's going to become a purple state and then a blue state because of the demographics, because of the population growth.
The growth in Texas has been almost entirely driven by non-white population growth, mostly by Hispanic and Latino population growth.
The idea that whites will not be the majority, I mean, it's an exciting transformation of the country. It's an exciting evolution and progress of our country in many different ways.
The white population is declining. It was always on the upswing. So that speaks to the beautiful diversity of America. It speaks to how that population the demographics will weigh in politically.
We are going to be a white minority very, very soon. I'm okay with that. To me, change is opportunity.
That montage could go on, but now those clips are being dumped down the memory hole, and like I said, you're not supposed to show them, let alone talk about them. Which is why you should read my books, because there's so much more to the story that I can get into here, because the thought police may be watching. So order them in paperback on Amazon.com or download the ebooks from any of the major ebook stores. Or head on over to my online store, markdice.com, and order yourself one of my awesome shirts, like the classic Liberalism Find a Cure shirt, my Operation Mockingbird shirt, an F. Joe Biden shirt, or any of my awesome designs. All available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.